Sportster missions, baby. Welcome to another My Life on Two Wheels podcast. This is the third one in the series. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm here at work, so pardon any interruptions that may occur. I apologize for beforehand. So I'm on this website, just chilling at work, and it's listing the different types of motorcycle types, and I want to, go through each one on a personal level, like if I would like it or not, or my opinion on them. And I don't know why they're listing 13 different types. I don't even think there's that many types. And I looked over five, and then this idea popped into my head to go ahead and do the podcast based on this. So, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. So, me, I have a sport bike. I have the Yamaha YZF 600R, also known as the Thundercat. Don't ask me who named these things. And the bikes that I had before was the Harley Davidson Sportster 883, the carbureted old school one. I also had a Kawasaki Ninja. It was a 636, the Kawasaki ZX600R, ZX6R, which is a 636 engine in it. And I also started out on a Kawasaki Ninja 250. Not the one that you probably know and love, the old school one with the square headlight. Yeah, the old school joint. And yeah, those were the bikes I had. So, two sport bikes, one little beginner bike, and one cruiser. So without further ado, let's go through this list and see what they're talking about. I don't think that there's 13 types of bikes. And like I said, I stopped at the fifth bike on this list before I decided to do this podcast, and I just scrolled back to the top of the screen. So let's see what these 13 are talking about. All right. So the first bike they're talking about is the cruiser. All right, so cruiser motorcycles. I had a cruiser, the 883, which was cool. What I loved about the cruiser is that, it's very relaxing. It's very like take your time. You look around, you just chill and everything. A very laid back ride. You take in the scenery and everything. Cruisers are also very highly customizable. They're good for like long distance riding. I had mine. First, I tried to do the cafe racer vibe with the clip on bars, and tried to make it like very aggressive and sporty. And then the same bike, I turned around and bolted on some parts to make it go long distance with the floorboards and the forward pegs where you pull the pegs down, the highway pegs, that's what they call it. Stretch your legs out, what I'm saying, with the handlebars there, the freaking ape hangers. Same bike, made it to two different styles, so very customizable. What I didn't like about it is that it got very old and boring pretty fast, and the bike I specifically had, was an older model. That it was a vibrate Harley. Sounded great, but vibrated and everything and rattled. And, it was very dated. It was cool. I loved it. But hanging out with my riding partner, Danger Girl, who has a sport bike, a Honda CBR 600, there's no way I was going to keep up with her without rattling that bike apart and losing parts on the highway. So, you choose your bike on how you ride. At one point, it got me to what I wanted to do, and then it was time to move on. So I moved on from that. So cruisers, yeah. Let's see. They talk about sport bikes. That's the next bike on this list. I love sport bikes because I had to respect sport bikes. I'm coming from that Ninja 250 and then going to the cruiser. When I had my first sport bike, which was the Kawasaki 636, that power band, it was like, yeah, let's go. Go on, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, it was like, it just wakes up on you. And because of my experience with sport bikes, that was my first one. And, I ran back to my comfort zone going back to the cruiser. But I like sport bikes because They're very versatile. You could cruise on a sport bike, and you could like have fun on a sport bike and go very fast, or you could ride it like a cruiser. It's all about the rider. I also like sport bikes because they are amazing on the highway. Oh my god, it's like you're the fastest thing on the road. Like you could cruise at 80 and the bike is not even awake yet, and you're passing cars and you're just very comfortable. And you got more than enough power you need on the highway. It sits very nice. It's very the inline four engine is very smooth on the highway. No vibration at all. You could get around and move around traffic, and it makes commuting a plus in my book. I will not commute on anything other than a sport bike ever again for the rest of my life. Sport bikes are where it's at when it comes to highway commuting, or you visiting relatives and you got to hit the interstate for like about an hour. Sport bikes are the best. They're amazing. And I travel light. I put a backpack on for just like the light stuff, my laptop and some underwear or something like that, and light stuff, my toothbrush, stuff like that. And then you can have the sport bike saddle bag that you just like the soft bag you just like hook up, and a nice little soft what do you call it, not top end case. I hate those things. The what do you call those things? The cases, the tail bag. Dang, that's the word I'm looking for. And these just you don't bolt nothing on, or no tools or nothing. What you do is you just hook it up to the seat of your sport bike, and and there you go. And then this Velcro, and you tie it down, and you got some saddle bags, and you got the freaking tail bag. Love it. Love sport bikes. And I don't like parallel twins. I had that parallel twins in my little 250 Kawasaki Ninja that I started out with, how I learned how to ride and everything. And I would never go back to anything but an inline four. Inline four beats a V twin in my opinion. It beats all other engine configurations. It's so smooth, and you have that power on tap. Love it. Great for cruising on the highway. Great for commuting. Inline four sport bikes. My favorite bike. Fairings. I love fairings. Yep. Protects you from the wind and everything. And, they just look sexy. Moving on. The next bike they got here on this website, they talking about standards or naked bikes. My boy, shout out to Ducati NY to the C. And my man Moto Noir, they got naked bikes there. He has the Ducati Monster. Moto Noir has now he has a Triumph Street Triple. I don't know Triumph brands too much, but he has a naked bike, a Triumph Street something or other. And naked bikes are pretty cool. And this is why everybody loves naked bikes, and they're taking over sport bikes because they're lighter. They have handlebars that like you sit upright. You're not hunched over, and they're not as fast as sport bikes, but they still just as fast or nearly as fast. But it's all about comfort. You got the power and speed of a sport bike, but you don't sacrifice the hunched overness. You don't sacrifice comfortability. So they're very nimble, they're comfortable, they're versatile, they're lightweight, they usually have a low seat height, but they don't have the fairings, they don't have no windshield. If you see one with a windshield, it's an aftermarket windshield. And everybody likes the sport naked bikes, but they're not as fast as the sport bikes, but it depends on the model and all of that good stuff. So they done took over, but I'm still down with my sport bikes, still with the fairings. Next, they got listed adventure bikes. To me, adventure bikes are a weird category, and I'm adventure bike curious, but adventure bike, they're basically giant off-road bikes that weigh 800, 900 pounds that you will never really take off-road, because if you off-road riding requires you going, up hills and through rocks and stuff like that. And if you drop an 800-pound bike, and that's not including the luggage, if you load it down with luggage and everything, if you're really going on an adventure and you're going camping somewhere, you're going to have some luggage with you. and you drop an 800 bike 2, 3, 6, 10, 12 times on your weekend adventure. Come on now. Come on, really? Really, most adventure bikes, they don't go off road. They go on a gravel road or a little dirt road or something like that. But you're not doing no hardcore off roading and everything, like to cross, the desert and stuff like that. So to me, eh, they're good bikes. They're like the SUVs to me of the motorcycle world. They're not quite a car. They're not quite a van. They're like in between. Yeah, you can put a lot of luggage on there. They're great for touring and stuff like that. But realistically, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them, to be honest with you. I really don't know how I feel about adventure bikes, but I do want to ride them. But I do know that realistically, you're not going to tackle like the wilderness with one of those things too aggressively like you would a straight up dirt bike or a straight up freaking dual sport bike, which is probably on this list somewhere. But yeah, adventure bikes, they're very versatile, like on off road. Luggage capacity is very great on those things. Very, very comfortable. But they're really, really heavy. And it's limited off road. Yeah, you could take them off road and stuff, but it's very limited off road because they're like 800 pounds and better. You really gonna pick that thing up more than twice out in the wilderness in the middle of nowhere? Yep, I knew they was going to do this. The next bike they got listed on this list is straight up dual sport bikes and enduro bikes, which I am still going to get a dual sport bike. My mistake was when I had got that dual sport, I had it for like about a couple of days before I took it back and got this sport bike that I have now, my Yamaha YZF 600R. My problem was this: that was my only bike, and I'm a highway rider. I'm a commuter, so I'm on the highway because I have family in PA. I live in a sweet spot. I'm in between everybody. I'm in the middle of everybody, all my family members. So I go west to PA. I go down south to the Jersey Shore. I go to New York just to hang out a little bit sometimes. So I'm in a nice sweet spot where wherever I want to go, I'm hitting the highway. I commute to work on the highway for like it's a 20-minute ride. Not too bad. A half hour if there's traffic. 15 minutes if I'm lane splitting on the bike. But anyway, so my problem when I got my dual sport was that it sucks on the highway. Around town is excellent. You just hop on there and go. Very maneuverable, great on gas, lightweight. You could take it off road. You could take it downstairs. You could take it through somebody's living room. You could take it through a preschool. You could take it to the elevator on the mall and get off and then ride the Stearns and pick out your outfit that you want to wear for Sunday and then get back on the elevator in the mall and then leave the mall. You could do all of that stuff with the dual sport bike. Best bike ever, but where I made the mistake, that would have been my only bike and that would have sucked for like highway travel. So that's why I took it back and got the sport bike. But I am coming back to dual sport. To me, dual sport is the second best bike in the world because you could have that bike sleeping with you in your bed. You could take it out of bed and you could go to the mall, go shopping to the grocery store, and then you could cut through a playground and cut through the park. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? You could do anything with that bike, anything. But, on the highway, you can 55, 60, 75 miles per hour. But that ain't me, man. Nah, I can't do that. I got to be cruising at 80 or 90. That's where I'm bored at 80 and 90. I'm yawning. So I had to take it back and get the sport bike. But I will circle back around again for that dual sport. I promise you that. Yes, sirree, Bob. All right, next on this list, I see these talking about dirt bikes. Nah, I don't want to go full-fledged dirt bike because you got to mix the oil with the gas. They don't have no license plates and no horn. They don't have lights. That's just strictly dirt. You cannot take this thing on the streets and on the highways and nothing like that. You can't do that. Even though my niggas in the hood will, they will beg to differ. They will argue with you to death on that one. But they're not supposed to be on the street and stuff like that. So they're not really versatile at all. They're just strictly off road. That's it. Unless you live in the hood and you running drugs illegally and you got a gun on you, they're not supposed to be on the street. So dirt bikes, skip it. Yeah, I knew they was gonna have electric bikes on this list. Nope. Next. That's not to be fair. Electric bikes. Number one, limited range. Number two, okay, I'm out. I'm with Danger Girl. We chilling. Oh shoot, my thing going kind of low. I gotta recharge soon. Oh shoot, there's four Teslas in front of me at this recharging station. Oh, the next one is too far away. Oh my goodness. Dad, do I really want to go to the next charging station? Do I got enough charge? Danger Girl, no, we can only go 50 miles per hour because I gotta save this energy to make it to this next station. Oh shoot, there's four Teslas at this one too. Oh, how much longer you got to recharge, sir? Oh, 4 more hours? Okay. And then that's now the three Teslas in front of me. They gotta wait too. So now I'm gonna be there until midnight. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Danger Girl, she bounced on me. So I'm going to be here at Wawa until 1 o'clock in the morning. And then it's my turn to charge. Then it's my turn. All the Teslas, they pulled off. So now 1 a.m., I'm finally pulling up to the charging station to charge my electric motorcycle. Screw you. Screw electric bikes. Screw Biden. Screw y'all environmentalists. Yo, motorcycles, in my opinion, should be exempt to any regulations besides being safe with a horn, with brakes, with turn signals, and a headlight. Admissions, it should be exempt. That's my opinion. Screw electric bikes. Fight me. Come do this. Meet me at the Muay Thai gym in Newark, New Jersey at 375 13th Street. I'll be there. Oh wow, they got choppers on this list next. Skip it. First of all, you take a cruiser and you chop it up and you extend the forks or you do all kinds of stuff like that to it. Blah 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 blah. That ain't me. No opinion on it. It looks good. I'll watch it on TV if there's a series like American Choppers or whatever where they chopping up a bike or whatever like that. It's cool to watch a YouTube channel where they're taking a chopper apart and they hooking it up. But as far as like me desiring one or riding one, I have no opinion on it. They're cool to look at if you see one at a bike show or something like that. That's about it. Okay, they got touring motorcycles. I guess they're talking about the big giant Harleys. That's not really specific. I guess big giant Harleys is what they're talking about. They look cool. They sound cool. They weigh as much as a car. I had one at one point. They have the radio, the navigation screen, and all of that stuff. I did want one so bad, but realistically, I'm not going to really be going across the continent of the United States of America anytime soon. So, hey, how you doing? I'm at work. So I'm content with my sport bike. My sport bike is cool. I'll tour on it. I'll go down to VA. I'll go down to North Carolina or something like that. I'll go to Canada, But the touring bike, nah, that's not me. I'll do a sport touring. Hold on for a second. Yeah, have it on my desk at noon. Sorry about that. What was I talking about? Sport touring. Yeah. If we gonna go touring, let's do some sport touring. Give me a Ninja 1000 SX with the hard cases on it. I'll do some sport touring. That big old bagger or Harley or the big giant bikes, nah. But we talk about some sport touring where it's a sport bike with touring capabilities. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'll do some sport touring for real, for real. Matter of fact, my bike, I'll make it to a sport tourer. Like put some Nelson Rig saddlebags on there, the Nelson Rig tail bag on there, the big one where I could put a helmet in. Yeah, I'll do sport touring. Yes, please. Yes. Agile, powerful, spacious, which is kind of subjective, versatile, you know. They may weigh a little more. They may have a little bit more aggressive ergonomics compared to like a regular touring bike like a Harley. But yeah, I have touring capabilities and enough gas to go across the continent. And it's sporty. Yes, please. Okay, they got vintage bikes on here and customs. They're cool to watch on TV if somebody's building them, but I don't have no desire nor no freaking opinion on them. It might be good to look at though on a bike night or something or some kind of bike show. Modern classics, I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's listed on here. Okay, they talk about commuter bikes and minis. I guess they talk about the mini motos. Maybe they talk about like the Groms and all of those mini bikes and stuff like that. I guess they're cool for people in urban environments where they don't have they going from like one part of the city to the other, or they're like a couple of towns over, or a couple of cities over where they're commuting to work, or having fun on the weekends, or younger children, or the youth, whatever like that. I'm not mad when I see them. Like, do you? And they got like they be holding it down. They be having like them Grom people. Yo, that's a cult. Those Groms. Yo, they be pimping them out. They be having Grom meetups and stuff. I am not mad at y'all. I say, yeah, I love them. I would never own them, but I respect the hell out of them people because that's a cult right there. Like them people, they get it in. They will ride across the city by the hundreds, and they'll pimp them things out. They'll turn them to like anime looking bikes. The furries be rolling with them. The anime people, the nerds. Yeah, do it, y'all. Do it, y'all. And now they got the scooters. I'm looking at the time at this vlog. I mean, this podcast. I'm about to wrap this up. All right, scooters. I want a scooter. I ain't gonna lie. I want a scooter because you put the like your goods under the seat. You put a top case on there. I'll be a little sissy gay nerd. Oh, wow, that's politically incorrect. I'll be a little sissy nerd. I'll be like a little girl with a scooter for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just for the experience. But I know that I'm man enough that I got my 600cc Yamaha sport bike in the garage as well. But yeah, I have a little scooter and my little dual sport. Yeah, I always did want a scooter. Not a Vespa, but give me one of those sporty scooters. Yeah, I don't care. Because I know I got my Yamaha right there, and I got my dual sport right there. I like scooters, automatic. Now, I hate automatic bikes. To me, I think that you're a moron and you're soft, but only scooters should be automatic. So yeah, they're automatic, they're lightweight. You got storage built into the machine, like lift up the seat. You got like storage under there. They usually come with storage compartments in the front too. They're not as fast as motorcycles, but that's not what I'm looking for. If I want a scooter, yeah, give me some speed, but I know I ain't going to hit triple digits or nothing like that. You know, yeah, I love scooters. All right, I'm wrapping this up right now. That's my podcast. That's my spiel on the different type of bikes. According to this website right here, like I said, I'm just bored at work surfing. And that's the end of my podcast right there. Shout out to whatever you ride. And when I was like making fun of the other bikes and saying the silly stuff and everything, this is all just comedy. This is nothing personal. I don't even mean none of that. This is just I'm just having fun right now. I'm just being silly. So whatever you ride a Grom, you ride a scooter, you ride a dirt bike on the street, and you got the heat on you. If you ride the adventure bike that's 800 pounds and you chilling, posted up at Starbucks, whatever. Yo, it's all in fun. We all a part of a brotherhood. We all part of we out here too. Okay, I just got bored. I'm ending the podcast. I lost my train of thought and I'm at work. Bye.